Whenever you hear the name Gucci, you probably associate it with luxury and fashion. You might even start thinking of lush clothes and bags that are out of range for the normal public. But there is much more to Gucci than just that. The name tells the story of a family-run business that has faced tragedies, wars, and almost bankruptcy. It's the tale of a fashion brand that came back from the dead and became one of the most prosperous in the entire world. The fiery family drama at the heart of Ridley Scott's House of Gucci is so excessive that it might not be hard to think that the movie is the product of a very creative imagination. The marriage of Patricia Reggiani, Lady Gaga, and Maurizio Gucci, Adam Driver, depicted in the movie, crumbles as the family company, the House of Gucci, starts to fall apart due to internal conflicts and social shifts, ending in Mauricio's horrific murder. However, reality is definitely stranger than fiction in the case of Gucci. Let's take a look at the disturbing truth behind Gucci. So where does this story start? Guccio Gucci, the founder of the brand, gained an interest in the world of fashion when working in a London hotel at a young age. Growing up, he planned to start his own luxury luggage business in Florence, which soon developed a reputation for excellence. Nevertheless, he had to close this company during World War I. Following the war, he decided to try again, this time concentrating on the luxury fashion market. Due to a lack of resources following the war-related crisis, he had to get inventive now, using whatever available materials. As a result, he expanded his product line to include wallets, belts, and shoes. Gucci enjoyed its glory during the 1950s. The company was extremely popular across the country, with a great demand for its products for their high quality and attractive designs. For example, the company made loafers to transition from being a shoe exclusive for men to becoming a key component of female fashion in the 1960s. During the next decade, Gucci rose to prominence as a symbol of prosperity and wealth in the 1970s. But things were not going smoothly behind the scenes. Tragic events had started to befall the business just as it was about to take off. Earlier in 1953, Gucci passed away from a heart attack. He passed the business to his three sons, Aldo, Giorgio, and Roberto, as well as his cousin Rodolfo Gucci, in his will. Obviously, this caused a number of conflicts. From heated boardroom arguments, where handbags were thrown out of a window, to a bloody quarrel between the cousins, the family became known for their public feuds over the years. Maurizio, Rodolfo's only son, took over the business after his father passed away in 1983. He gained popularity as a playboy by often being spotted with glamorous women and driving fast cars. It was well known that he believed Aldo's approach of supporting the mass manufacture of Gucci items tended to devalue Gucci's reputation as a premium company. Thus, he took over in 1975 and got Aldo removed from the company. Gucci started to transform majorly, now that Maurizio was in solo control. Here comes the main actor in the play, Patricia Reggiani. The future Lady Gucci, as she became known during her prime, was a Milanese socialite. Although her stepfather was wealthy, she was not exactly a member of Milan's elite. After meeting Maurizio Gucci at a party in 1970, Patricia finally had the chance to mingle with the elite. After dating for 2 years, Maurizio and Patricia were married in 1972. The couple made headlines early in their marriage for driving around in a car with a customized vanity plate bearing their merged couple name, Maurizia. The renowned couple also had a yacht and other vacation properties in St. Moritz, Connecticut, and Acapulco. Maurizio was significantly influenced by Patricia in many areas of his life, especially his interactions with Gucci. After Mauricio's father passed away, he got major shares in the business. This made him try to gain the company's control by starting a court battle to remove his uncles, which is when the couple's marital issues first surfaced. Patricia complained in interviews that he had stopped listening to her and had started to make rash decisions, spending money whenever and wherever he pleased. Amid the conflict with the family over the company, Maurizio abruptly ended his marriage with Patricia. He moved to Milan in 1985, and later, informed her of the divorce. A few years later, in 1991, it was made public that Maurizio had moved in with his childhood friend, Paola Franchi. The business was buried under $270 million of debt and was close to shutting down by the middle of the 1990s. Along with losing his job as CEO, this resulted in Maurizio being forced to sell his company's shares. The couple had separated legally in 1994. Patricia kept on using the surname Gucci, even though the divorce resulted in her losing the legal right to do so, claiming, "I still feel like a Gucci, in fact, the most Gucci of them all." A short time later, on March 27, 1995, Maurizio was shot thrice outside his Milan office. Authorities had a number of suspicions regarding the identity and motivations of the murderer because of Mauricio's high profile, which led to the event being labeled as murder. Nonetheless, Patricia wasn't detained until 1997 as a result of a tip to the police. They quickly learned that she had a secret agreement with her psychic friend Pina Orima, whereby she appeared to have agreed to pay her 600 million lire, or $365,000, in exchange for having Maurizio assassinated. The spectacular 1998 trial was popularized by Patricia's outspoken and quirky attitude, who was given the title of the Black Widow. Authorities said that she was driven by jealousy and greed. The prosecution presented recordings of threatening voicemails that Patricia had left for Maurizio and Paola throughout the trial, where she adamantly claimed her innocence. The defense also blamed this behavior on her brain tumor surgery. However, all three of the participants admitted to not only taking part in the murder but also planning it. Patricia was condemned to 29 years in jail in November 1998 after being found guilty of the murder. However, she only spent 18 of those years behind bars. After being released in 2016, she admitted to being involved in Mauricio's death, explaining to an Italian reality TV program that she didn't shoot her ex-husband herself because "my eyesight is not so good. I didn't want to miss." Returning to the fate of Gucci, Tom Ford, an American fashion designer, was appointed as the brand's new creative director, after Maurizio Gucci was fired as CEO. His innovative designs helped Gucci to become one of the most popular companies in the world again, which dramatically boosted the company's revenues. Gucci is one of the most popular fashion labels in the world at the moment now. It is a great powerhouse whose products are sought by both famous and regular people. The business keeps breaking barriers and developing innovative designs and products. Gucci is a company that excels in withstanding the test of time. The Gucci journey is one of tremendous achievement and sorrow. It does, nevertheless, act as a reminder that even the biggest brands in fashion reached this place from humble origins.